What's happening? I hope you're doing well. So in today's video, what's gonna happen is that a few days ago I asked on the internet, Instagram, I asked some of my people to ask me questions, and I got so many questions. So now today actually was a hectic day. It was a long day since the morning. We started off by sparring, and then we had to do moves and moves on top, and even now we're gonna be making some more moves. But I decided that it's much more better if I can just allow you to pull through on my journey with me. At the same time, I'll get to answer all those questions. So let us roll. And yeah, we're doing this big, guys. So I just don't know if maybe I should take this so that while I'm making moves, I can be able to just maybe make some money. I can light my app, Uber app, take a few rides and stuff. Or we should just do this. But I think for now, it's okay. We're safe. Let's just do this big. One of the things that I need you to do is to, obviously, if you happen to find value from this video, like it, but at the same time subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's get straight to it, guys.
Mr. Lesiba, sir.
Yes.
The question is how to trade with $5 and have a good psychology, which is around about 100 Rand.
Perfect. So how exactly can you trade with $5, which is 100 Rands, and have a good psychology? So one of the things that I like about trading small accounts, that's a very small account, and it reminds me of when I started, because my very first account was $22. But one of the first things that I like having such small accounts is that this is where you're gonna have to learn patience. You're gonna have to learn consistency and compounding, because with $5 you can't really want to try to take it all the way to $1,000 and stuff, because that's over risking. You might as well blow it. But if you're gonna be trading, the first thing on how you can trade it is you're gonna use the most minimum lot sizes, which is 0.01, no matter what. That's the lot size that you're gonna be using up until at least your account is above $100. And then in terms of the psychology side of it, you need to be able to just let them run. Like, you need to be able to catch those big move trades that will allow you to have small pips, like small let's say you're losing 5 pips and stuff, whereby you're gonna maybe lose $1 per trade and stuff. And then this way you just have to hold it, run it, so that $5 can, if your risk is $1 or 0.50 cents, but you know that you're gonna run it for like maybe 3 days or 4 days, patience, maybe you're gonna make $4 or $5 or whatever the case is. But the more longer it runs, that's much more better, because it helps you be able to capitalize on the long term. It teaches you patience and as well compounding.
So the next question is that, good day brother, I'm a 16-year-old and I actually have a lot to talk about. So is it fine if I can DM you?
Okay, that's perfectly fine by us, but I highly believe the best thing that you can do right now, instead of just DMing me, you're gonna ask me something that already is there. The best thing that you can do is, I just interviewed a 16-year-old trader 3 days ago, so just go back to 2 videos before this one here and be able to just check out that interview, see what a person that's in your position, in your age, in your shoes is doing, how they actually got out of the position that they're in, because I highly believe that the best answers that you can get right now is from a 16-year-old, as you are also 16-year-old.
So the following question is, how do you keep your business separate from your personal life?
Okay, that's actually a very good one. Keeping business separate from a personal life. And really speaking, guys, I wouldn't really say that there's a best way that you can balance or keep it away, because ultimately your business becomes your lifestyle. It comes to a point whereby whatever that you do, like let's say for instance, your daily habits, your daily routines, it's all on business. Whatever that you're going to be speaking, like if you're speaking with a person, it'll only be conversations about business. Even if it's speaking with close people like family members or whatever the case is, it will always just be type business, because you are also trying to grow them. Like if I'm talking to my nieces and nephews and cousins, why would I waste time to talk about entertainment or what's happened this weekend, when even I don't know entertainment things or what's happening? But the best thing that I can do is, when I spend that 5 minutes with them, 10 minutes, maybe I might be like, oh, you mentioned that in school you're doing 1, 2, 3 and 4, and at the same time you're good with this type of a skill. Why don't you do this and make a business out of it? Do you understand? So the best way that you can basically separate business and personal life is to have a business that allows you to be able to live your most personal life in it. You understand? You don't have to, like, let's say even if you have to wake up at 3 a.m. and do something, you won't feel like, oh, it's business, it's taking a lot of my attention, no, it's too much. You won't feel all of that, because automatically it will just feel like it is a part of you. That's how I feel with my things, what I'm doing every single day. I just feel like they're a part of me, they're a part of my life. And maybe when I'm like 40 years old, 45, somewhere around those numbers, is when maybe I might leave out, like, let's say, start working, maybe from 9 in the morning till that's my brother. So that's when, like, you know, I'd be like, maybe let me just pass through here. There's a car in front of me. I just wanted to make a move. But yeah. So I just wanted to, yeah, that's when you'd be able to just spot, okay, maybe when I'm 40, 45 years old, I've got families, like, you know, a lot of things going on, I don't know, like kids and schools, and maybe I've reached my point, because remember, you also have to make your impact. Right now, I believe that I'm still young. There's a lot of impact that I need to make, so I need to use as much as I can. As soon as I wake up, when my eyes go up, I need to use all of that time in order to capitalize up until I rest, up until I sleep. I don't even have time to chill, you know, waste time, or, you know, go out, do all those. I don't have time to do all that, because I have to capitalize with as much as possible. And then, like I did, so when I'm 40, 45 years old, my businesses are running, I've made my impacts, I've done certain things. Yeah, maybe now I can, like, you know, say, okay, you know what, here's a schedule. Maybe me and my wife will build out a schedule. We sit down and say from 9, you know, to 5 or 6 or 7. I don't know if billionaires even do it that way, but till 7, you know, I call it quits. And after I call it quits, that's time when I'm gonna be chilling with family and, like, you know, play around, do all those things. But like I did say, it becomes a lifestyle, because eventually I'll take my kids to my workspace. You understand? I'll be going with my kids to my workspace so they can see where I work every single day. They'll be learning my language, they'll be involved in the businesses, they'll be doing all that. So basically, I made my business be my personal life, and I'm trying to just play around that, because this way I don't feel like I'm working, and at the same time I don't feel like I'm neglecting my personal things, because I get to spend time with the people that I love, and I get to be productive as well.
The next question is that have you achieved the 50% of the 100 million challenge, or are you done?
Okay, I like that question. That's a very good question. And I remember, you know, when I started with this 100 million challenge that we had, you know, at first, you know, we started off like, you know, my ultimate goal was to make 10K a month, 10,000 rands. And then, you know, we started making that, and then my ultimate goal was to make 10 million. Like, I was like, if I could just see myself making 10 million, you know, I feel like things would change, and then we've hit the 10 million numbers. And then I was like, you know what, maybe I need to see myself hitting 100 million. But then along the way, while I was trying to hit that 100 million, I was like, nah, I feel like I'm dreaming small, because yes, the things that I did say I did achieve, but how about I just change that currency from R? If you see my book, The Journey to 100 Million, it's in R, it's in rands, you understand? But I went from seeing it in rands to now dollars. And I was like, you know what, this is attainable. I can actually hit these numbers. In fact, I need to go all the way up to $100 million. So now when you convert those numbers, now you're seeing them being a billion. I'm 1.8 billion currently when you're using the conversions. Now 1.8 billion rands. And truly speaking, guys, yes, I wouldn't say that, like, you know, I'm 10% even there, because that's like I'm on 180 million. I wouldn't say that I'm 10% there. But one thing that I like is the person that I'm becoming in the process. I'm falling in love with this person, because there's a lot of things that I went through, that I've been going through, that I'm still going through, that I never thought that I'd ever go through. And I'm learning more about myself, because I'm discovering how I can, you know, basically push through, because the challenges that came with me trying to attain those numbers, the obstacles, the betrayals, literally all situations forcing me and leading me to even not do that anymore, to just say, you know what, I'm okay with making 6 figures a month or 7 figures a month, and I can just sit in my corner and do all that. I had all opportunities to do that, but I didn't, because I noticed who I'm becoming, and I love who I'm becoming. And at the end of the day, I know once I'm in that position, there'll be a lot of people that I'll be able to help, because already now, like I did say, I'm not even 10% on my $100 million journey yet, but I'm loving who I'm becoming. And obviously we are in the process. We in terms of when you're looking at it in trends, we deep already. Some of the issues that I'm facing, or some of the things that I'm going through, are in relations to, you know, some of those numbers and stuff, but we deep in it, you know, let me just put it this way. And in no time you'd be seeing us celebrate towards it, because that's how deep we are right now.
So next question is, how did you feel when you made your first profit?
Nice one. First profit. So I think there's two different types of profits that I made. At first was on the internet, and secondly was from the markets. On the internet, I think I was like 13 years old or 14 years old. It was hard, you know. I don't even know how I got a cell phone, whether it was my phone or one of my aunties gave me a phone and all those things. But how I actually went about doing that was online surveys. You know, surveys whereby you answer questions, and then, you know, you get like 0.10 cents and all those things. So that was like how I made my first money on the internet. And then from there we done some things whereby you had to basically get clicks. Like, there's a lot of things that are done on the internet to get, you know, money. But when it comes to trading, for me, that was like a game changer, because with my trading journey, the first account that I had was $22, and from $22 I made like, you know, $10 like in a day, because I was sitting on $33, made $10, and I felt like I was super rich, you know. But I lost that money again, and that was okay, but I just didn't like, I was not good. I was not too excited, because I felt like that was gambling, because that was like more on these what is it, sort of like these games whereby you say the market is going up in the next 1 minute, and then if it closes above you, you make this much, and so on. So for me, it didn't feel like a legit business up until I discovered the actual forex, like where you're trading with an actual broker, and where you are trading with you know, on the MT5 platform. That's when like things started changing, because when I bought, and the guy showed me that no, the more the market goes up, the more you'd make, and we were just playing around. I bought and I was making like $1, $2, $3, and in my head I was like, what? Like, this is a game changer, you know. Things won't be the same anymore, because it means that I can make $1 billion. And even one of the days when I lost money, it gave me motivation, because the fact that I was able to lose that much money so quick means that I can make as much money so quick as well. So it felt good, you know. Truly speaking, I won't lie, I was still in the hood, I was still young, but I felt like I was rich, I was a millionaire. In fact, I felt like people did not even see my vision anymore, because in my head I was like, things are starting to make sense. So I see a lot of people nowadays, they want to get in, make a lot of money too quick, and if they don't do that, they feel like giving up. I don't know how you guys do things, but for me, just by making that small $3 floating, I felt like I was an instant millionaire, because I didn't look at what I was making currently, but I looked at the potential of it, you know, like what this is going to be in the next few years.
The next question is that, is it normal for a pro trader to blow an account?
Pro trader blowing an account? No, it's not normal. You shouldn't be blowing an account if you are especially a pro trader, because I highly believe at this level you would have mastered your risk management strategies, you would have mastered your strategies, you would have mastered everything that needs to be done in order for you to be able to move forward. The only way that you can blow your account is if your risk is that account, because I know these pro traders do things in different ways. Like, I remember you basically might have this one account that you respect, that people might not even know about, but it's your account that's, you know, gonna buy you houses, cars, and all those. Not even cars, maybe a house or investment or whatever that you have going on in the future. And then you have another account that you are willing to risk, ne? So that one account, maybe you can fund it with 5k or 10k, and say that, you know what, I'm willing to risk 5k today or this week. So this account, you're going all in. You don't respect risk on this account, and you're testing your strategy, you're testing your method, you're testing how far you've came, but you don't really respect risk, and you're willing to lose it because you're okay. Because even on the big account that you have, maybe it's a 1 million rand account, and find out that my 1% on a 1 million account is 10k. Every trade that I take, I lose 10k. So the same thing can happen. I can just take 10k, put it on one separate account, and then I say that, you know what, I'm okay to risk this whole account on this specific trade. If it goes against me, that means that I'm gonna risk as much as I can risk, which is 10k now in this case, which means I'm blowing my account. But if it does go in my direction, maybe I'm gonna make 10 times more, maybe I'm gonna make this much more, you understand? And that's how we over leverage some of the accounts. But ultimately, a pro trader can't blow an account in, the only way they can blow it is intentionally, willingly.
The next question is that, besides trading, how to manage yourself in life?
Okay, besides trading, how exactly would we manage ourselves in life? I feel like, you know, this is a very good one, but you know, one of the best things that you can do is manage your life, better your life, do personal development, you know, read books, you know, gym, like do physical things, do things that are going to improve your mentality, your mindset, do things that are going to help you be able to just become a better individual, because that way is a much more better way. And in terms of managing, truly speaking, you do the most and the best that you can do for that day, you understand? So I wouldn't necessarily say that, you know, the best way that you can manage is to exactly do this and do this and do this. For me, as long as I'm doing personal development, as long as I've learned and I've become better on that exact same day, automatically I believe that I'm succeeding, you know. Hey Benjamin. Yes guys, sorry about that. We actually got, you know, I'm a bit distracted. We had to hustle and do some work, but now we're done, on the way home. But yeah, besides trading, you know, how do you actually manage life? Truly speaking, guys, like I did say, it's all about, you know, understanding yourself. It's all about learning yourself. As a person, you don't know who you are meant to become, who you're gonna be in the next few months. So don't try to manage, you know, only the people that manage are people that manage something that's already working, and something that's already proven, like given. Like managers come in a business or a big organization that already has systems, workflows, and all those things. All they have to do is just manage those systems and workflows. So you, let's say for instance, find out that maybe you don't have a routine yet that's like, you know, in the, like your daily routine, your daily habits. You don't have specific things that are helping you grow. You don't have an income that you are happy with. So you don't even have to manage anything right now, because there's nothing yet to manage. The only thing you need to do is develop the right habits, develop the right, you know, attitude, personal develop yourself each and every single day. Give it as much as possible. Don't just go to work, do the most minimum or do whatever the case is. No, do the 100% more, because this way we're not trying to manage, we're trying to create. The best important thing that you can do instead of managing is to create. So don't just try to manage your position or your current situation, just create the best situation for you.
Next question is, how much are your mentorship or one-on-one sessions and lessons, if you do have them?
I like this question, you know, and truly speaking, I do not do any one-on-one mentorships in terms of or like that, you know, because I remember how I started is at first, you know, I used to teach people for free, you know, jump in a taxi just to go teach and share the knowledge. And it came to a point where I would even ask my mom for 20 rands just to share with them, because I had the knowledge, I just didn't have the resources like training accounts and so on. So I'd even ask my mom 20 rands to go educate someone. Up until it got to a point whereby people didn't show up, because obviously it's free things people don't value. So people didn't show up. I'd go somewhere when I'm supposed to be, the person is still sleeping, say, man, let's just do it again another day. You understand? And so on. So we started charging now, putting up, you know, courses, doing all those things. And then for me, that was like one of the best ways that I was able to just separate, because I'm also growing, I'm also learning. So if I'm gonna actually sit down and give you my time, mind you, in my time, like I did say, I'm developing myself. I'm not yet where I wanna be, which means that in a day I could be reading a book. I could literally sit and pay, because I'm also doing mentorship with other people, in terms of I buy mentorship from other people, someone that's in a position that I wanna be in. If, like, let's say for instance, I'm putting that aside and I'm sitting down one-on-one with you, obviously it's going to be a bit too much, you know, and most people, I know that they might not be comfortable, because looking at it, if I actually start doing one-on-one personal mentorship, the most minimum that I can at least go for like maybe at least like what, maybe 2 to 3 sessions with me, an hour each, it could be like $1,500, $2,000, somewhere there. That could be at least a session, a mentorship session with me. That's if I do happen to have them. But since we don't have them for now, I'm using this platform to be able to teach as many people, because I'm now sitting here, I'm dedicated 3 hours or 2 hours shooting this video, talking. This video is going to be seen by more than 10,000 people. Imagine now I must sit down and mentor 10,000 people. How long is it going to take me? Do you get it? So obviously if I also tell other people that, oh no, you have to pay $2,000 just to sit down with me maybe 3 times, someone's going to be like, no, that's a lot, you know, 1, 2, 3, and all those things. But that's just it with how I see, like, let's say face to face. It's more on face to face. Maybe online I can, you know, play around it, you know, it will still be close to the same amounts, but it also takes time from my day, you understand? And with YouTube, for me, I like the fact that obviously I did say I'm able to reach more people. Like right now, somebody's asking me questions, I'm answering them using this, you understand? So, and I'm reaching more people. Instead of me teaching one person and that one person getting all the value in the world, I might as well just teach a lot of people, so they also I get to impact other people that don't have funds and money to pay $2,000, because someone might be able to pay $2,000 to hear what I'm gonna say, but what about that one person that can't pay it? Are we gonna limit them of information? Because already they're at the bottom, why should we still stack them out? Why should we still step on top of them if they're at the bottom? So for now we're not doing that, but if you happen to do one-on-one mentorships, especially face-to-face, we're looking at nothing less than $2,000.
So the next question is that, what is the best video to watch, best YouTube video to watch for forex to watch if you don't have a mentor or courses?
Perfect. You know, I believe that that's all we start. That's all how we start. You know, and I believe that, you know, because I remember back in the olden days when I was start, the only thing that I would do is just get on the internet, search whatever that I'm trying to learn. Meaning that I wouldn't try to say this person is who I'm trying to watch. I'll just focus more on, okay, today I want to learn about leverage, and then I'll search leverage, how to understand leverage in the markets, and then they'll pop up different types of videos, and then I'll watch one person. If he's making sense, I'll watch more video of him and then take down notes. If he's not making sense, maybe he's taking too long, or he's saying things in a way, because mind you, not all mentors are perfect for you. Like my mentor might not be your mentor. You understand? Like right now, there's one guy that I see as a mentor. That guy served over 10 years in prison. He came out, he went through a lot of obstacles, challenges, different types of things. But to you now, it might be the exact opposite. You know, when you hear that guy, maybe like, oh no, how would he say this? How would he say this? Oh no, I don't click with this guy. But that's who I click with. That's my mentor. You understand? So when picking mentors, just search whatever that you, let's say you're learning leverage, look out for leverage videos. If you find someone that's going to be explaining that leverage videos better for you, you can watch more videos about them. If you like how they explain things and you're clicking with them and you relate with them, their stories and all that, you can even go as far as buying their course. That's how you get closer to other people. Like right now, if you buy, let's say for instance, a course that we have, automatically you're getting closer to me, because in the course you're going to get access to our groups. In the groups you're going to get access to me. Like, you know, there'll be times where I send messages, you can send messages even though I might not reply immediately, but you're getting access. And mind you, I look at these things, I look at the groups. So even when you're like, hey man, I'm that guy that's in your group, I'll sit down and I'll listen to you. Because right now when I meet someone in the streets and they say, man, you know, I watch your videos and, you know, I'm actually even in your groups, I don't mind sitting down with them and like speaking more, because I understand this person. But someone that's like, oh no man, I know, yeah, you these forex things, yeah, and so I'll just be like, yeah, and then I walk past, you understand, because I understand that we don't click, we're not at the same level. So yeah, when it comes to, you know, learning and seeing that, currently the only thing that I would say is even my channel, like, you know, the videos that I post, I went through a journey and I noticed some of the things that I was lacking, and I noticed things that I couldn't learn back then. And my journey, my YouTube is more designed to teaching you that, like, you know, showing you what I went through, showing you my journey, and as well being able to just help you understand things in a much more better perspective. I mean, just yesterday on the previous video that of today, we were looking at top-down analysis, and while looking at it, and I took my own ideas and my own knowledge, I literally saw a trade while explaining to you guys how I'm seeing the markets, and I took it and we made profits from it, you understand? So I think that's your answer. You know, you need to be watching to my YouTube videos, my YouTube channel. That is one of the best ways that you can learn.
The next question is that, is forex complex or am I just difficult?
Anything is difficult if you believe that it is difficult. Because truly speaking, right now, if you show me what you are doing, like someone can build a wall, I don't know how to build a wall. If I just see cement and water and mixture sand and be like, yo, this thing is complex, you understand? But if I just sit maybe a week with them, seeing them, and I watch videos on how to build walls, and I sit with someone, maybe seeing them do that, I don't even have to ask questions. I just see, maybe I ask questions, why did you put this way? Why did you? Automatically I'm gaining knowledge, because the only thing that is difficult or complex is things that you do not have the right knowledge of. Anything that you don't know is difficult. If you don't know how to drive a car, it's difficult to drive a car. You are gonna bump as soon as you start starting the car and then you press gas. You're gonna bump, you understand? If you don't know how to press a phone, if I give you a phone, even if that phone is the most easiest, you are gonna find it difficult because you don't know how to use a phone. But with the right knowledge, even the Bible says, with the right wisdom that is gained, anything is possible. Because that way, once you're able to gain the right knowledge, once you're able to know, let me educate myself with forex. What is forex? How does it work? Oh, okay, let me see. You know what, let me just dedicate the next week to just watching videos only and understand how this thing actually works. You are gonna get it. It won't be as complex as you think. You'll be like, oh wow, okay. Because sometimes someone explains it, you don't understand it, up until you watch maybe 3 different people or 5 different types of people explain it to you, and those people now, one person that explains it in a way that you are like, oh, now it makes sense. Do you get it? So at the end, what I'm trying to say is that nothing is difficult. Till this day, I don't know politics. I don't have desires of being a president and stuff. But if I say that I want to become a president and I want to learn politics, I'm gonna lock myself up for the next 2 years. By the time I come out, I'll be speaking like, yeah, you know, the what of the constitution of the what of the. And you'll be like, what? How does that happen? It's because of now I feel like, oh, it's complicated, but I would have already gained the knowledge, the right resources in order to be able to know what I'm talking about and understand it.
So the next question is, what's the next car? The M3 is too lonely.
Nice. That's true, man. That's true. Yeah, man. I highly believe that, you know, especially when it comes to the next car, you know, there's a lot of cars. There's no specific next car. There's a lot of next cars that are coming up on the line. But for now, one of the things that I notice is that there's a lot of things that I'm going through in terms of, you know, hustle, putting in the work, and, you know, I don't really have enough time to be driving around, you know, having fun and doing all those things. So I believe that maybe my next car is gonna have to be a bus, like just so I can be able to be driven and put in work. Because what I'm looking for now is something that's gonna allow me to sit, something that's gonna allow me to be able to just have my laptop, and as well maybe a screen that I can analyze, I can have meetings, because like right now I'll be in a meeting and I have to drive and I have to be on a call and I have to make a transaction and I have to make sure that this is so many things that are happening. And if I'm driving for 2 hours, it means that I'm taking away 2 hours in my day driving, on which it's not worth it. Within the 2 hours I can make so much impact. I can bring or make some profits, I can do a lot of things, and then from there it'll just be obviously like heavy supercars and all those things that are gonna be coming up. But yeah, lock-in is gonna be lock-in seasons, because I'm gonna be having an office. Literally, I have an office in my room. I have an office, like a physical office where people are and work and everything. Plaza as well, I'm gonna be having an office in my car, which means that I'm 100% overworking anyone in my way. In fact, I'm overworking myself, and that is the best way that we're gonna get to where we're going. Because with the impact that we've got, with the missions that we've got, I can't be sitting and wasting time. Truly speaking, there's no time anymore. There's no time.
Sure.
So basically, just to not reveal the 100% details, you'll see it's gonna be a heavy foreign. You won't even believe it, but my next car, it has to be a bus, like a bus that will be able to be driven into something that's gonna be, like I did say, an office that I'll be able to just have in a mobile way.
Next question is that, would you fund me 100 rand if you had the money or chance to? You definitely have the money, so the chance.
The chance, okay, yeah. Truly speaking, I feel like we are at a level now whereby a person should not try to get easy money, because even if I do fund you, you're gonna lose it and you won't know how you lost it, because you don't care. I funded you. So the best thing is, I remember there was a lesson that I got from one of my mentors, like I did say, over 10 years in prison, came out, now he's driving Bugattis, Bentleys, all the whatever, like the latest Rolls Royces and stuff. But he mentioned that, there's a story whereby there's a person, he went out, he came back, it was a kid. The father was like, hey, I need you to go out there and I need you to raise $5. So the father went out, the kid came back, was at the house and played. Then the father's supposed to come back. Then the kid was like, oh no, I'm stressed, I have to raise $5. If my father's coming back, went to tell the mother. And then the mother gave him $5. So what happened is that the kid came back. The father's like, hey, how did it go? The kid was like, oh, here's the $5 that I raised. Then the father took that money, threw it in fire, and then the kid didn't care. But guess who cared? Guess who cried? The mother. Because that's the person that worked hard for the money. They cried. They were like, why would you do that? And the father was like, no, I know that you did not hustle for the money. Then the next day, same thing happened. The kid went out, backed in the streets, he got money, and then came back, same thing happened. They didn't really care much because he didn't work for that money, begged for it. Up until, it goes long, but up until the ultimate thing was that eventually the kid went to a person. The person was like, if you mown my yard is like this big. If you mown, it was like a very big yard. If you mown it, after you mown it, you do this and you do this, you could do this, and gave him so many tasks. When you're done, I will give you let's say that much. The kid done that, worked literally from morning all the way up till evening. Was tired, was sweating, was doing all that. When he came home, as soon as the father took that money and threw it in the fire, guess what the kid done? He ran literally in the fire and took that money out of the fire. And the father was like, son, I now 100% know that you worked hard for the money, because all this time when I was throwing money in there, you didn't care because you didn't work for it, you didn't value it. But now the fact that it's your blood, it's your sweat, it's your tears, that's why you didn't even want to see this $5 in the fire. So the way I'm going with this is that you need to hustle, man. 100 rands is very small money. It's very small money. You can do anything to make 100 rands. You need to hustle. You can't ask for 100 rands.
So the last question says, why don't you trade USDT like before?
Okay, nice one. So with trading, remember guys, it's not, yes, I understand that you can master a specific currency pair instrument or an index, but there's different types of market conditions. Like especially when you start back testing and you start noticing yourself, like let's say for instance for me, I know Q1 maybe on specific instruments I might not be too profitable, which means that I have to evolve. I have to go to other instruments. I have to go where I know that my strategy might work more easily. Do you understand? So if I know that US30 maybe on Monday and on the 1st January, February I'm not profitable, I won't try to trade it just because I'm a US30 trader. You understand? I'm just gonna lay low, trade it just a bit. Like just 2 days ago I traded just 30. I made big profits so far for the year. That's the biggest profit that we've made. But it doesn't mean I trade it every day, you know, and it doesn't mean that every single time I just have to look for trades opportunities from US 30. So where I'm going with this is that when it comes to the markets, there's seasons, there's market conditions, there's different types of things that when it gets to it's not your strategy not working, it's not the instrument. You shouldn't change the instrument, you shouldn't change your strategy, you should just understand that it's a condition of the markets. Maybe during that phase you might not be profitable, so you can take the same strategy, same whatever's, implement it on a different type of an asset, like a different, maybe Nasdaq now, or maybe try something new or play around something while you're backtesting with smaller amounts of capital. And that way you'd be able to know, like currently I've been trading for 8 years, so I know what works for me, I know what doesn't work, I know when I'm profitable, I know when I'm not profitable. That's why even on times when I'm taking trades on Monday, I might even say, guys, today I might not make as much profit, so I might even lose today, because I know Mondays, Fridays, there's a high chance that I might not make profits. That's most of the days where I take losses. But it doesn't, because I'm always in the markets, because I love the markets. I trade even on those days because I'm trying to crack it up until I fix it. But I know so far with my history, my data, I'm not profitable on those days. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I trade normally and I'm profitable. You understand? So that's just some of the things. The more you do something, if you're a doctor even, the more you do x-rays and you do all those things, the more you're going to know, oh, okay, next time when you're taking out a bullet from a person's stomach, you're going to take it a bit more quicker. At first, it might take you long, then it might take you long and a bit long and a bit long. And then it's going to take you a bit long, and then next thing you're doing it quicker. And maybe now you see that, okay, you know what? A fat person's stomach, I can't deal with it. But a skinny person's stomach, I can deal with it. So find out that now, when you are dealing with a fat person, you just call an assistant to be close to you and like help you do here and there and so on. You understand? So you learn yourself as a person and you grow and evolve with the markets. Like this video, and at the same time comment below, let me know what actually stood out for you. What's the one thing that I said that touched you, that made sense to you? And at the same time, guys, please help me just by, I'm not charging a single cent for these videos, but the one thing that you can do is to subscribe to my YouTube channel, so whenever I share such valuable information, you'll be the first to know about it. And as well, turn on the notification bell just so you're the first to know about it. I'll see you on the next YouTube video. It's your boy Lesiba Mothupi.